Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this live stream. I hope everybody's really doing well. It's 11th of June and it's Tuesday. So yesterday was a very much anticipated days, as I mentioned. I was not interested at all in trading, no updates. Why? Because things are very clear. I just posted one chart you needed was the USD DOM, and I mentioned that I'm bullish. I still expect it to sweep up the highs, and once it sweeps, then my area of interest would start going in. So basically, honestly speaking, USD dominance is at the levels where I would normally go nuts. This is the levels where I would just press the buy button every time. It's like buy. That's the levels I was so patiently waiting for. Every bounce to 70k, and people were like, hey, damn, we are bouncing to 70k, we are now reversing. And you just sometimes need to understand that, as I told yesterday as well, that till USD dominance is above equilibrium of 4.5%, you really don't have to be, looking for any long positions. That doesn't make sense at all. And now it's the levels. Now it's the time for me to start talking about whether we should be longing or whether we should not be longing. So this stream, guys, is very crucial, and honestly I'm so thirsty and I'm so hungry for killing more moves. We nailed the lie moves, we caught the bottom, we catch 16% gains, easy 5-minute move, and Kalibali. INJ, we caught the bottom, and honestly I felt really bad about it. Honestly, I could not even sleep because I had a good position at $27 and it pumped from there to $30. It was like a good move of a 15 to 16% move. Even that was a good trade, but I literally closed at break even, honestly. And even I asked you to close it for break even. For those who are still in INJ, I think it's looking really nice and it's shaping up very, very nice. So I think we are literally looking for more INJ as well. But for now, the most interesting chart you want to see at this point, and you need to be happy about it, is this chart. It's my friend ETH Bitcoin. A lot of people were talking about ETH BTC, that hey, ETH BTC is bullish and blah blah blah, but what I mentioned is I have seen this pattern playing out so nicely, and this is not for the first time it's going to play out, but it's perfectly played out. ETH BTC rejected from the levels I just marked. This was my drawing. I posted it on Twitter, I posted it on my corner, as you guys know about it, and now this drawing is still same. I think ETH BTC, one more push down on the ETH BTC towards the support. Right now ETH BTC is going to one of the biggest support levels I'm really happy looking for ETH BTC to give us one more small dip, not like a big, one more small dip to this green box, and which is where I think ETH BTC is going to start roaring. So how ETH BTC in my view should play out, ladies and gentlemen. So practically I would like to see ETH BTC one more move on the downside, because we have a daily naked POC over there, we have a support. Practically it's a good levels, honestly, in my view. So from there I would like to see ETH BTC bouncing from there to the resistance levels of 0.05539, and from there we will see whether if we flip it we will fly. If not, then how it can go, it can lie there like flip it here and we will run up, but rejection is going to lead furthermore down to the biggest support. But at least now I'm not worried about what's going to happen from the 0.05535 resistance. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is that you don't want to miss the move on Ethereum when it's going to give us that 8% move on an upside from this green box. So that 7 to 8% move on ETH is going to be very, very nice, and I think it's going to outperform Bitcoin. So let's say even if BTC starts recovering, I will go to the Bitcoin chart later on, but let's say even if BTC starts recovering from the bottom, even if it gives you 5% move on an upside, your Ethereum is going to pump 12 to 13%. If BTC pumps 10%, Ethereum is going to pump 18 to 20%. So you can imagine your next investments or next trades should be focused more on alts and Ethereum. So that's where your money can be outperforming Bitcoin. So that's how, when this is the box where we will be buying Ethereum, we'll be converting our Bitcoin to Ethereum. That's what we are going to do. We are right now having the 1k challenge trade, so we are having spots Ethereum. I haven't longed yet. We are keeping it as it is, and it's a little bit underwater, but that's fine. We are still in profits, and I will start building coin margin contracts. I'll ask you to build it slowly and gradually. We will build it. So how are we going to do that, ladies and gentlemen? Now let's, before I deep dive into Bitcoin or maybe USD dominance, I just want you to show one of the big, I mean, for me, it's one of the most high probable and very good chart that I have is Ethereum. It's so clean, it's so nice, a perfect bullish wolf waves that you want, that you can expect, a very interesting dump that we happened at a big support, a range support that we have around 3517. The dump happened with the low volume compared to the previous dump that happened. This is the clear sign of an accumulation. This is the sign that tells me that, hey, you don't need to be afraid on Ethereum. This is the levels where you simply press the buy button, because if you press the buy button, I mean, the risk reward is so amazing. If you buy right now 3535, your invalidation is literally $17, which means that if you're buying 3537, if your Ethereum loses 3517 on daily, on 4 hour, practically speaking, guys, you are going to make good amount of money with this risk reward. And that's what we are going to do. I mean, after this stream, once the stream is over, we are going to start building 1x coin margin long contracts on Ethereum, and slowly and gradually on confirmation, when Ethereum starts flipping 3580, we will be we will be building another 1x. So practically we want to reach it to 3x. My maximum coin margin longs that I want for ETH is 3x. Now this is the very bullish, interesting scenario that I have. So there are two options over here. So the move on the downside, let's say, was your wave A, was your wave B, and I was so correct about it. I was like, till Ethereum don't flip 3850, we are not going to run. I was very clear about it, and it's so nicely playing out. And I did mention that, if it loses the support of 3738, we will be seeing a sweep of the lows and a retest of the daily support of 3580. And that's exactly what happened with Ethereum. So right now, what we want, or what am I expecting for ETH? There are two possible scenarios. The first scenario is a bullish case. The bull case is, this is wave A over here, this is wave B, and the bullish wolf waves is your wave C. So that's like a range accumulation. You sweep up the highs, you sweep up the lows, and then, we practically from here, if this is ABC, what you can expect next from ETH is a little bit more choppiness like here, but we hold the support like this, we flip up, and then we reclaim this, reject, reclaim it up, and then we go for here. So that's the bull case scenario for Ethereum. And if you look at from the move, from the current market price that we have, the move on Ethereum is likely going to be 16 to 18%. That's what exactly I mentioned in the beginning of the stream. If Bitcoin can just pump 9 to 8%, Ethereum is likely going to go 16 to 18%. It's going to outperform by 8% overall. 7 to 8% plus minus 1%, but 7 to 8% is what I'm expecting ETH to outperform Bitcoin. And that's where I'm going to put my money. So if we can put money in ETH, and if ETH outperforms Bitcoin, I'm damn sure, ladies and gentlemen, I think you don't need to catch Bitcoin. I mean, if you catch Ethereum, this 16% move on ETH, I can easily make more than 15R. How? So let me show you. So what we are going to do and how are we going to play? So for example, so we have spot backs. As I mentioned, if you just long over here, or let's say you buy here, your invalidation is clearly like 3517 is going to be an invalidation. Let's say. So let's say your invalidation is 3517, and if it hits our target of 1414 of 4130, you are going to make 25R gains. Now that is coming with a little bit more risk because we need to wait for 4 hours or daily candle to close under the 3517. So let's say if you really want to have a concrete risk, I mean, you just don't want to have that risk. So practically what you can have is you can have a slight wider stop loss for ETH, like a manual stop loss. So you can make easily 15R setup with just ETH spots. If you're risking 1K on your ETH spot bags, you can easily make $15,000 with simply from Ethereum. That's how I think the risk reward is. And I think this is a really, really interesting chart for ETH, because that's a perfect bullish wolf wave that I have seen so far, and it's really, really nice, I would say. So that's the bullish wave count that we have for ETH. That's our I would say that's our wave count 1. So that's like A, B, and C. Let me just put it here. So that's your wave A over here, that's your wave B, and this is your wave C. Okay, and we will be having a push up, one more push up for wave C, which is still pending, and I even feel it's going to come. I strongly feel it's going to come. A, B, C, bull 1. Okay, so I'm just going to keep it here. Perfect. So that's the bull case scenario that I have, and this is my primary scenario, guys. That's not my secondary scenario. I'm just going to play this scenario. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but this is what it is. I mean, this is like a so simple trade, even though it looks very complex to you. That's like your discount zone, and that's like your premium zone. It's very simple. Whenever the price goes into whenever the price goes into the premium zone, you sell. Whenever the price goes into discount zone, you buy. That's what how the easy concept is, and that's what we are going to do. And that's where, I mean, I'm just going to add more coin margin contracts. Now, the worst case scenario is the bear case scenario, and that's where things starts getting more and more interesting. So, what is going to be our bear case scenario for Ethereum? The bear case scenario for Ethereum would be is that, this is your wave 1 over here, this is your wave 2, and that's your wave 3, that's your wave 4, and then you got a 5 waves up for wave 5. Now, I don't really see 5 waves, honestly speaking. Clearly not a 5 waves, but let's say just in case if this is 5 waves, then what and how Ethereum is going to play that this bullish wolf waves, one more move on the downside, let's say 3, 4, 8, 7 or so, and then we're going to pump it up, retest 3740. We go to 3740, maybe slightly go to the naked POC that we have around 3850 to 3850, and from there we are likely going to see a big move on the downside for Ethereum. So that's the bear case scenario for Ethereum. That's the only two scenario I have. No triangle, no ultra bull case scenario, no ultra bear case scenario, but that's it. That's the only scenario that I have. But I am very much inclined for bull case scenario. Why? Because it's very, very clear. If you just look at the 15 minutes time frame over here as well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm so convinced with this scenario. Why? Because the B wave did a very strong ABC, as you can see. As you can see here on B wave, after this dump, you got a very nice wave A over here, ABC, and then you got a zigzag, another 5 waves on an upside. So clearly that's, to me, looks like A, B, and C, and hence this is my favorite scenario actually, and that's making me so confident about this move, and that's why I really want to buy or go along. And this is not the levels you sell or you get panic, guys. I mean, just look at the USD dominance. USD dominance is at the resistance right now. I'm just simply waiting for it to reject. It bounced off very nicely. It played out my plan for the bounce, and now I just want it to reject, come back down inside the range, because normally the price goes like this. You have 3 equal highs, ladies and gentlemen. Normally you have a very strong double top or equal highs. As you can see, you see the equal highs, untapped liquidity, and that's where you are like A, B, C, wave A, B, C, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, a small push down, reclaim it, and we do something like this. That's how I am seeing USD dominance, guys. If you are bearish over here in the market, I don't know what to say, guys. This is not the time to be bearish. So practically speaking, I think we should be buying Bitcoin from here till maybe 66,400, maybe 66,500 spot backs, and we should also be building the coin margin long contracts on ETH. As you know, the worst case scenario would be if this level is flipped into support. If we go down like this, we are definitely going to retest these levels at some point, and that retest is going to be our exit, just in case we get trapped. If things don't go as planned, if it goes the other way around, if USD dominance flip it just want to dump like this, then don't worry. I mean, we are literally buying the premium zone over here. We are literally buying the premium zone. Practically means that we are buying the discount zone for everything, Bitcoin, Ethereum. If that is the case, and if that discount zone turns into a resistance instead of a support, then always it retest. Look at here. After breaking out, it always gives you a retest, and that retest is going to be our exit, guys. And hence, even if we will stay underwater a little bit, you're definitely going to get a good exit, just in case if things go other way around. So I think this is the perfect and a good risk reward. I want to play on this like Ethereum or Bitcoin. I'm not going to give more alts, guys. I'm not interested in alts at this point, but definitely I'm interested in INJ, but I'm more interested in Ethereum. I'm interested in Bitcoin and maybe INJ, but that's all. I'm not interested in any other alts. Don't ask me about alts at this point. I'm more focused on making money with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and INJ. Finally, we want to make money. Ethereum pumps up 16%. Yes, we're going to make good amount of money. Bitcoin just pumps up 10%. Yes, we're going to make good amount of money. INJ pumps up 40%. We are going to make good amount of money. So I think these three alts we should be focusing on at this point. And right now, I would also say just avoid FET, Ocean, Ajax. All these three coins should be avoided till the new coin comes into the play, and these coins go out of this trading view, or maybe their Binance they just swap these coins. So practically, I think I just want to see how this new coin is going to trade, and probably because it's fairly new, I mean, I just simply like to play the price action. I don't know how the market is going to react. A lot of people have bought those coins. They are holding it so that they can get the new coin. Probably. So I don't know, maybe after the swap you will see some sort of a dump in the market. Maybe slight pump is going to happen across the board because of the low liquidity on the exchanges. So the coin might slightly pump in the beginning, but more likely you will see some sort of a bigger retracement followed by accumulation of that coin and then run up further. So at this point, you just have to wait and watch for AGX, FET, and Ocean. It was good call to stay out of these coins. I already mentioned about it. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, USD dominance, same plan I have. Bitcoin is slightly tricky over here. As I mentioned for Ethereum as well, as you can see, as I mentioned for ETH, I would like to see one more move on the downside. Would be very nice, as I mentioned, very, very interesting move. Similarly for Bitcoin as well, I would like to see one more move on the downside. Why? Because I have seen this exact scenario playing out somewhere. I've seen this move. I have seen this move. Just wanted to show you where did I saw this. A very similar move I have seen very nicely playing out. I have seen this somewhere. Hold on. I'm just trying to, here. Now definitely that was not a bull run, maybe that was like a bear market, but I mean the moves are moves. I mean, this is how things starts getting interesting. It's like a more of a choppiness. So you got to move on the downside, a move on the downside like here, out of the sideways, one more move down, and out of nowhere we get a big run up, as you can see. Now not necessarily going to sweep the highs, no, but that was like a very interesting run up move that we had on Bitcoin. Actually, there was a very similar sort of an example that I saw. I just failed to record it myself. Here, a very similar thing that we are watching right now. Very, very similar. You see. So you got a move on the downside. You got ABC. You got move like a double bottom sort of thing. A little bit of accumulation, and then further run up. That's a very clean ABC. That move is known as an ABC, and that move happened in an uptrend. So we were already in an uptrend, and after that we got a very similar ABC, as you can see here as well. Now also, if you look at here on the 2 hours time frame on Bitcoin, ladies and gentlemen, so yes, we were in an uptrend. As you can see, we were in an uptrend, and right now what I'm watching on the 2 hours time frame is a very similar move, like a very simple ABC. Actually, I'm watching it like an ABC. So that's like a wave A over here. That's like a very simple A B wave 1 2. This is like a wave 3. Wave 3 normally goes and sweep the lows. Practically, I think wave 3 is likely going to see 66,350 to maybe somewhere around $66,000. That's what, and maybe one more push up. Wave 5, like a double bottom, accumulation happens, and then I would like to see a sweep up the highs taking up the weekly opens in a single slingshot. A little bit accumulation happens, inverse head and shoulder, and then we can have one more push on an upside towards 74k. Now if you look at from this perspective, just have a look at this from this perspective, if BTC does this, then what you're saying is Bitcoin pumps 11%, which means that Ethereum is going to pump 18 to 19%, guys. So we don't want to miss Ethereum, we don't want to miss Bitcoin. You just have to have slight patience. You need like a perfect double bottom on 1 hour, 2 hours, and 4 hour. So that's what you really want. My level of interest for Bitcoin, based on the fibs that I have already drawn over here, at my level of interest is somewhere between 66,350 to 65,300. That is a very big number, I know, but anywhere in between, even as a partial wick would be nice, but this is the level of interest that I have for Bitcoin. Now, as I mentioned, the plan for Ethereum, bull case and bear case scenario, same applies over here for Bitcoin, bull case as well as bear case scenario. The bull case scenario is that that we are doing ABC instead of some sort of a this is wave A, this is wave B, and we are going to have wave C, which is going to be like 1 2 3 4 5. That's how wave C is going to end over here, and then we are likely going to see one more push up and move on the downside. And that's what ETH is all about. That's what Bitcoin is likely going to do then. So that's our bull case scenario. I don't expect, guys, do not try, and I'm just going to repeat it again, do not try. This wave might be the shortest, might not even go to 1 for Fibonacci level, as I mentioned. Ideally that was my target, but it might even just dump from 1 to 72. So we just have to be very, very cautious about the wave 5 actually. So bull case scenario, this is like the bull case scenario that we have. Okay, so that is the bull case scenario for Bitcoin. Similarly for it's a very similar scenario like Ethereum that I have shown to you and that we saw. The bear case scenario is in front of your screen, guys. That's a bear case scenario, which means that Bitcoin have swept the highs. That's your wave 1, that's your wave 2 over here, that's your wave 3 with a good volume. That's a very interesting ABC 1, and that's like a diagonal. The last move happened with the diagonal wave 5, and we are now starting 5 waves. So the 5 waves can go to 64,766. If this is 5 waves, we are not going to bounce from this box. We will go slightly under this box, this support. We will go for a weekly opens, reject, and from there further down towards 60,000. Maybe even go for a bigger, I would say, golden pocket that we have. Let's say if the top is in. If our top is in, so this is how we are likely going to go. Max 59,900 to $60,000. That's where we are likely going to. This is going to be the bear case scenario, and that is going to be good. Why? Because in fact, if this happens, if this sort of thing happens, would mean that this is going to be our wave 1, that is going to be our wave 2, and we are going to see a nice wave 3 which can go towards 83,084, wave 4, double top, and then end of the move, and then we dump. And that's how the things can run. So that is going to be a very bullish case scenario, like a smaller not like I would say this is going to be a good scenario just in case if we get an opportunity, but for now the lower term time frame is bearish. So that's what you have: a bull case scenario, you have a bear case scenario. I am favoring the the bull case scenario, guys, because that goes along with Ethereum. That counts perfectly fit with Ethereum as well. So we need to align everything. We need to see where USD dominance is at resistance. So lightly just want to see one more small down on Bitcoin, and from there I think this is the zone where I just simply want to wait for it to give you some longs on Bitcoin. But Ethereum, I'm very much confident. So definitely we're going to start building 1x long positions on Ethereum on our 1k challenge trade, and that's what we're going to do. USD dominance, guys, as I already mentioned, that's my plan. It's just going to take a little bit more time, but if you look at from the weekly perspective, ladies and gentlemen, look at here. So if you look at the RSI on the weekly, we haven't yet tested the support that I wanted to test. So practically I feel that it's going to be like more of a double top, a slightly more push up on the USD dominance, slightly, not much, and it's already forming a bearish divergence, as you can see here. on the weekly time frame. It's a very nice bear divergence forming. Where is it? Yep, here. As you can see, it's already forming a very interesting bear divergence over here on the weekly time frame. Very, very interesting. So if you look at even the daily time frame as well, very, very, very nice, I would say. It's a very clean, I would say, ABC actually, in my view. Very clean. I think the move is some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4. That's like a wave 4, and we are just likely going to test the naked POC, and after that one more move on the downside, wave 5. We finish everything, we go for another range up here, and then we go for like a big run. Overall, I'm very bullish on USD dominance in like coming months. I'm seeing July, maybe July, after July, August is likely going to see a big dump across the board, guys. The dump can take Bitcoin to an easy peasy target of, in my view, somewhere around 50K. Maybe even the worst case scenario, it can take it up towards 44 to 40K levels as well. Possibilities there, but definitely the dump is going to be big actually. So very, very big it would be, and it's going to like exit everything, and you just simply look for short. You just press the short button. That level is coming, guys. We just want to play this. We want to play one more move on the downside. This is just like a last leg of everything, and once this last leg is done, after that you simply exit the market, go for a sideways, and then out of nowhere a big pump happens on the US dominance. It's just going to wreck everyone actually. So that is going to happen. That will come for sure. It's going to come. I can give you in writing, it's going to come. It's just that we don't want to focus on that thing now, because we want to focus on that one more leg which is still pending. Give us that one more leg and boom, go up like this. We don't mind it. So we just want to play that one more leg on the downside. I take fundamental macro events into account, but 90% of the times, or I would say 100% of the times, 100% of the times, I would say the macro event don't make sense, honestly speaking, because the macro events don't make the price action. The price action is already set. It's like the bots are going to play its game, because we are not playing against the humans. We are playing against the bots, AI. So everything is set. It's just that these events is likely going to trigger. For example, if the move was supposed to go slow, these events just, make it fast, make it quick. For example, I might just probably take into consideration what you're trying to say. For example, 17th of June or 19th of June is the date where, there are a few big macro events is going to happen. Is a date where, Saudis need to renew the petrodollar agreement, and I'm damn sure they're not going to renew. They just want to go away from it, run away from it, because it's not in their interest. And if that happens, which clearly might indicate that there is not real value for dollar, which means that the dollar might lose its importance across the board, across the whole world. And what might just happen is that people might start moving from dollar, away from dollar to, commodities like gold, silver, bonds, and maybe maybe Bitcoin as well, of course, sure, and Bitcoin. And that's exactly, in my view, what's going to happen. So if that is the case, yes, give me the pump. As I mentioned already, give me the pump. Give USD dominance a dump towards 4.2%, maybe even 4%. So give me that move. So when everything goes dumpy, the market pumps a lot. Everything is done, the price action is fulfilled, and if by means that you want to say that just because of the petrodollar, USDT is going to go to zero, no, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen, because if USDT goes to zero, which is literally means that the US economy is going to go bankrupt, clearly. Because how the hell they're going to pay $34 trillion worth of debt if US dollar have no value? So that's not going to happen. Eventually you might say after 10 years, it might happen, 15 years, it might happen, but at least it's not going to happen this time actually. So yes, I'm not worried about that. Now, this is some important developments going to happen probably in next few days and next few weeks. In my view, I mean, I'm not taking it much, you know, I'm not taking it much, you know, I'm not taking it much seriously. Why? Because I really don't see that US is going to go liquidate, it's going to go bankrupt, or they're going to just tank their economy. No, I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's just that the gold and silver are going to run very, very hard, and that's why I'm accumulating gold this deep on gold, guys. So let me also tell you about the gold as well. Let me just finish the Bitcoin, but this is what my plan for the Bitcoin, guys, and we are buying in this box. Let it come to our box, let the price comes to us. We will buying Bitcoin, we will buying Ethereum. These are the two things I am focused on. These are the two coins I will be looking to buy, because it's very, very clean. Especially Ethereum is so clean. This bullish wolf waves is so nice. I mean, honestly speaking, it's so comfortable and it's so good. You know, it's very nice. Normally the bullish wolf waves gives you a fake out normally. So what does the fake out means? It just dumps like this. It makes people believe that we have lost the levels, and it's like a fake out trap, everyone. We go here and out of nowhere we start pumping up, flip the trend, and then we run up like this. So this is how normally you want to see a fake out, a trap. So that's what we might be looking to buy, actually, ladies and gentlemen. So that's what the bull case and bear case scenario for everything across the board. So guys, remember, Ethereum BTC still wants one more move on the downside. We need that you know, dump on the green box. Till we don't go here, do not touch alts. If you have the alts, just hold. I am having DOT, it's a long-term investment. LDO, I'm having a long-term investment. I'll just forget about the LDO. It's an investment for like 6 to 12 months, so I'm not worried about it. Then you have waves. I have a very big underwater waves already. I've lost 2.5 hour on it, on the waves. So let's say if I've risked 10k, I'm already down 25k on the wave, but that's fine because we have made good with LAI. We have made good with other you know, spots as well. So that's fine. But overall, I think waves is going to recover as well. I will come to other coins like ICP, how it recovered, YFI after YF2 after delisting. It just went nuts. It made new highs. That's what it did. So practically, you know, I think the market is you need to understand the market is not like the way, it's not going to play the way you want it. And that's how you know, the hard-term time frame scenario comes into the play, actually. And that's a little bit worry, actually. The hard-term bear case scenario, this is our bear case scenario for the hard-term time frame, ladies and gentlemen. What if the B wave is in? What if? I don't know, I mean, if it's in or not, but it might be in as well. Or maybe we may see one more push on the upside to 80,000, 85,000, as I mentioned, and then we start dumping. Positive is there. But you know, if this is like a bear case scenario, and the bull case scenario is this: what if, you know, till we are above 49,400, this scenario is valid. So even if you dump to 50k, we are still bullish. Even if we dump to 49,400, we are bullish. Once we start going under 49.4, khalas in the sense it's gone. Bitcoin is just going to dump probably towards 32,271. And the good part about it is, guys, we literally nailed it. We literally closed our, you know, Bitcoin spot bags that we bought at 39,000. We bought whatever we bought, actually 62,000, 39,000. We have sold everything at 70,500 average. That's like, I mean, even the bags I bought at 16,800, I would say 60% of that bag is sold, because I want to make, I mean, what's the use? I mean, I have the profits. Unless and until it don't convert, I don't sell it, the profit is not booked. I mean, it's just like an unrealized, you know, profit. So that's what I mean, ladies and gentlemen. I think you should also be looking to book profits. That's what I mean. I just want to tell you that these are the times, guys. Do not lose hope in the market. No, these are not the times to lose hope. These are the times to get yourself ready. Start looking to, you know, learn more about this like, you know, a bullish wolf waves. This is so clear. This bullish wolf waves is so clear. Just look at the fibs. Draw the fibs. Draw the fibs from the lows to the highs here, and put the fibs. You only need 3 fibs: 1618, 1414, and 1272. That's all. Your bottom would be somewhere around 1414, which we already hit. You see, perfect 3506. I mean, look at the Ethereum, perfect. You look at here, 1414 is your bottom and 1618 is your invalidation, which means if you go under 1618, if we want, you know, close a single candle under 1618, this whole bullish wolf waves is likely going to invalid, which means that, you know, we just want to do something like this, just like a double bottom sort of a thing, simple like this. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, I think these are the times you should not be worried about it. You should not lose hope. The market is definitely after a big move, after a pump from like $16,800 or $24,000 or $39,000. You definitely need a little bit of more sideways and cool off. And if you remember my midterm time frame for Bitcoin, it's a perfect. As you can see here, I just may show you the week of accumulation. The week of is so you know, nice, I would say. It's a perfect week off, as you can see here on the 12 hours time frame. This is like the distribution that we wanted. You see, we got a move on an upside, clearly breakout here. Now look for the week off here. This is your week off, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need to be worried about it. I mean, it's just like a UT. We are still want to have that UT, guys, and that UT is not done. So, you know, it's like an accumulation that's happening, but we might just see a bigger range that people are not ready for. I mean, this range is going to wreck everyone. So we just have to have patience. We just need to play our plans that we have. If we are wrong, we need to accept it. We need to move on with what we are wrong, and we need to try to manage our risk so that even if we are wrong, we lost it. The next trade, we want to make it more than 2 hours so that we not only recover the loss, but we also going to make over and above what we have lost it. So, you know, that's what we have for midterm week off. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to start building the coin margin contract longs for Ethereum slowly and gradually, even if it's for like 0.5 hour, but that's what I'm going to do. And let's talk about maybe gold and silver, because I'm more interested in gold as well as silver. One more also that I want to talk about is Floki, but the problem over here with the Floki is, you see, I mean, this is like a very interesting wave 1, wave 2, this is your wave 3 here, that's like a wave 4 over here. So I think, you know, Floki can be a good buy over, you know, somewhere around 0.000236. It's a very good levels for Floki, I think, guys. Very interesting levels for Floki. Let's see, I mean, if we have some money left for the challenge, we can buy Floki. I think it's a good levels for Floki for one more push, for like a spot backs. Let's talk about gold, guys, because I'm more interested in gold as well. Gold is in its clear accumulation, ladies and gentlemen. It's, if you look at the 3 days chart, my plan for the gold, I mean, let me just hide all the algo and everything. Perfect. So if you look at here for the gold, yes, gold did the 5 waves here. We got a perfect double top. And if you look at from the weekly perspective, we are getting a very nice engulfing candle. So that is something, is a little bit a worry sign for me as well. So maybe like the top is in for something, and now we are doing wave 4. So practically we are likely going to see a wave 4 here, and after that one last push on an upside for gold. My target for gold would be, the first target is somewhere around you know, I think 2536 to somewhere around, we are going above 249. So yeah, I mean, my plan is we just want to sweep the lows. So practically this is wave 2, 1 2 3 4 5. So let me just have the fibs 0.5 and 0.382. Yep. Now we go to the 2 days chart, or maybe we can have daily. Perfect. So as you can see here, you saw 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You got a 5 waves. And now what we're getting is wave A, B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm expecting it to go around 2,195 to maybe somewhere around 2,164. From there, a little bit choppiness, accumulation, and then gold to run up towards 2,550, and maybe to my target. I mean, that's what I expected, anticipated always, 2,600. So overall, hard time frame, I'm bullish. Weekly, I'm bullish. 3 days, I'm bullish. Monthly, I'm bullish. Overall, I am seeing gold to have a little bit more, because we are in the wave 4 right now. Wave 4 can be shallow as well. But as wave 2 was very shallow over here, wave 4 is likely going for a bigger pullback towards 2,195 to 2,122. And from there, a one more push on the gold towards my levels of 2,550 to 2,600. And from there, gold is going to go for like a bigger bear market, and that is going to be your bigger wave 4. I mean, look at the picture over here. I mean, look at it. So this is how gold is. I mean, that's how I think gold is doing. You see? So that's where your wave 1 is, wave 2, and right now we are in a wave 3 over here, and then you're gonna get a wave 4. Again, not necessarily we could get a good, not necessarily we should be going deeper, maybe somewhere around 1,900 to 1,084. And then from there, we go for like a bigger impulsive move to 2,800 to maybe even $2,900. But that's what I mean. Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm very bullish. If you have bought gold from $1,900 to $1,800, for you, it's a hold. If you have bought gold at $2,000, it's a hold. Don't sell it. If you bought gold at $2,100, it's a hold. You have to sell it. If you have bought gold at $2,200, for you, I would recommend you to take some profits and have some spare funds, so that in case if it goes to 2,140, 150, you can buy more and more gold. Actually, you can DCA, you can have a good average. But yeah, I mean, this is my plan for gold on the lower term time frame. The worst case scenario for the gold can be, the bull case scenario for the gold can be, and which I have it is, this move can be some sort of a 5 waves, wave A, this is wave B, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, little here, 5, like this on the 5 waves, bullish wolf waves. And instead of we going deeper to 2,200, 2,195, we can simply bounce from 2,250 to $2,300, because we have a nice order block over here as well. So we go up here, flip up, and we can run as well. We can have a shallow retracement. We can even bounce from 0.236 as well, because normally wave 4 can be shallow, as I mentioned. And we have a nice support line. The trend line is here, as you can see. There is a good trend line, the green trend line. So yeah, I mean, overall, I think LTF, I'm bearish on gold. I'm expecting it to go minimum 2,250, and max it can go down to 2,195 to 2,190. That's all for the gold. HTF, I'm bullish. Midterm time frame, I'm bullish. I'm expecting more upside on gold, so I'm bullish. Silver, I've sold, as I mentioned, 32 was my first initial target for silver, and it perfectly hit to the core. Actually, I mean, it was so perfect. It was so perfect. This bull flag played out so perfectly, interestingly. And if you look at from the weekly time frame perspective on silver, I think what silver is doing at this moment is very, very clear to me. I mean, it's so clear, as you can see here. I mean, it's a very interesting. In my view, what I'm watching here is not an ABC, but very interesting. Wave 1, wave 2. This is like a wave 3 here. We are doing wave 4, and one more push up is going to happen for silver around maybe 35, 30, 34. And after that, along with gold, silver is going to go for its biggest wave 2, dumping back down to $21. And after that, it starts running back up. So it's like, it's going to be like a start of something. So it's going to be like wave 1, 2, wave 1, 2, and boom. So basically, maybe 2025, is going to be good for silver. Overall, it's going to outperform gold at that point of time. But after this one more push on an upside, I think it's better. I've already sold my 50% physical silver that I have. I already mentioned how much I had in my corner as well. So that's my plan for silver, and that's like a very interesting 1-2-1-2 scenario. So at some point 21.5 is going to get retested for silver, and after it retests, we are likely going to see push on upside. If you have bought silver under $21, it's a hold for a long term for next 5 years. It's going to print you a good amount of money. If you're holding silver around 25.8 to $26, I would say it's a hold, because we are expecting one more push on an upside towards a $35 to $35.5, and after that probably you can take some profits. You can sell it, maybe you can book 50% and just have 50% bags, because overall I'm bullish. Might not even go for a 21.5 retest, might just go for a shallow move on the downside, very very shallow wave to it finds support, and it just probably run up like this to $66. My target for silver overall, as you guys know about it, is a minimum $66, and my overall target for silver is around 111.8 based on the fibs. So that's what the target for silver is based on the fibs. I mean, overall it's damn bullish. It's very bullish, I would say. So that's what my target is, and from the logarithmic perspective, my target is 140, and that might happen in 2028, maybe on 2027, depends. But yeah, it's not going to happen in a year or two. It might take 3 to 4 years to reach there $140. But imagine, just your $21, if you would have bought at $21, the limit that I gave on silver, 18.5 to $21, it perfectly filled to the bottom. And from there it bounced $32. I mentioned I'm going to exit 50%. I'm going to book 50% at $30. It just I made good, and I'm still holding 50% bags because I want to accumulate more and DCA more actually. But that's what we have for gold and silver. Now let's discuss SPX. SPX is you're still in my short zone, guys, and even though it might just look like that it's so bullish, the market, yes, interestingly it's so strong, but it's still in my short zone, and I still believe that this is more of a wave C at this point. It's just going to take its own sweet time. 2414 is the last levels. Yep, here 5,635 is going to be the invalidation for SPX. Anything above this, and things going to start invalid. So probably this is going to be my this is just going to be my, I would say, the short zone for silver. Actually, this is like a short for SPX. For the wave count perspective, from the wave count perspective, what I'm watching here is for SPX is it's like some sort of a 1 2, maybe 1 2 3 4 5. That's like a wave 3 over here, and after that again accumulation happens for wave 4, and then something like this is going to happen for SPX. So this is how the small range is going to form for SPX. But for now, I think we might look for 5,630 maybe max at those levels, but this is very very valid. Dollar index, let's just watch it so that for those who really want to know what the forex is going to do, yes, I'm bullish on dollar, guys. This harmonic is so valid, and my plan is so perfectly playing out so far. It's just that you have to believe in your plan. You just have to let it play. For now, what I'm interested more on doing something like this, then down, and like this. So my target is, this is where dollar index is going to pump up to 111.5, and from there it's going to dump like this to my target of 96 to 95. So I think mid-term time frame I'm bullish, high-term time frame I'm bearish, lower-term time frame bullish, and then dump followed by ultra pump. Okay, so that's what we have for the dollar index. So overall, I think this is the plan that I have for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, and for everything across the board actually. BNB, I think it's done. BNB is very likely to finish its it's very likely to finish its last wave that I was hoping for. And congratulations for those who wrote it. That was what I was expecting. You see, hit my 1618 Fibonacci level, just hit my 1618 and dump. That's exactly what I mentioned. You just need to go to my 1618 and dump. 710 was my target. I also mentioned on the Twitter, I mentioned on my corner. Exactly. I mean, of course, I am not exactly. I just went to $720, $10 plus minus. But just look at the accuracy of the top actually. Let's look at here. I mean, who can predict such sort of accuracy? I mean, I think this is done. Most likely BNB is done. And what I'm seeing right now for the BNB is, this is the drawing that it already had. I mean, I already mentioned about it everywhere. Right now, what I'm watching for the BNB is to go down here, take the liquidity, come back down like this, retest the highs like this, and then maybe come back down to the previous quarter mid. I mean, this is what I'm expecting for the BNB, ladies and gentlemen. So the rotation of money is going to happen. So from BNB, you might see a lot of money to start flowing into BSC tokens, BSC coins. Lot of money, lot of money is going to flow to other L1s. And those ecosystem might just start probably accumulating. So for example, just want to give you one example. Solana, even though we were anticipating a move on the downside for Solana, but I wanted the move on the downside for Solana after finishing a small upside to $199,200. That's what honestly my expectation was for Solana. But if you look at here, what we got on the daily time frame is a very interesting wave A over here, wave B, and wave C. So practically what I'm watching right now is, this is a very clean A, B, one more move on the downside, go to 144, maybe 145. From there, I'm expecting it to push up like this. So that's what I'm expecting for Solana actually. So, I think overall, even AVAX is also on the hard-term time frame. It do look good, but I'm not interested. A lot of people asked me that, hey, it's bullish. I've told them clearly, for me it's not, because still we are under this equilibrium, this 38.9. I am not bullish at all. Till we don't flip the equilibrium, it's bearish. To me, it looks to me like a distribution. And if you can see here as well, it's a perfect bear flag. I mean, who would not short this? I mean, a blind. I mean, I would have shorted it, honestly speaking. This is like a clean short to me. I mean, just dump it like this, give us a retest. I mean, any retest to 36.3 is going to be good short. 36.3 maybe, small move on the downside like this, retest of 36.3, further dump it down, go to my support of 20.7. Very clean short, very clean short. Look at the INJ. Now INJ, why I'm saying INJ is bullish, because of the two important thing. INJ have flipped 27.7 on the daily. 27.7 is your EMA 200, and it has flipped it. Look at the green box. Look at my arrow of where it bounced from. Just look at it here. I just want to show you. Look at the box. This was my buy zone, 21.6 to 20.67, a perfect buy zone. From there, it just pumped up very nicely. Now for INJ to stay on and upside, what you want to see is we held or we hold the trend line. So practically speaking, I think even if INJ goes to 26 or maybe 26, 25.8, it's likely going to burst up like this. So I think INJ is still looking hot. It's just that we need to wait a little bit more for Bitcoin to reach to my levels, the green box. Once it reaches there, we can buy. I am going to give you the buy. So I think it's time for us to stay a little bit patient. And for Bitcoin to reach to my box, once it reaches, we are going to go spot bags on Bitcoin. We're going to buy Ethereum. We're going to do coin margin longs on Ethereum. You can do coin margin right now. After this stream, I'm going to start giving coin margins. Slowly and gradually, we're going to build as well. So that's all for the today's stream, guys, that we have. I'm not going to go deep into the total 1, total 2. It's very simple. Total 3 we rejected. That was a very clean diagonal that we have. People ignored this. I was like, hey, no, we are not going to get that simple, very, very simple upside. No, it's a very clean ABC move on an upside. So practically, even this is not a diagonal as well, honestly speaking. It's more like a very clean ABC. So practically, if you look at here, we did not sweep up the highs, or did we? No, it's not like a double top. So practically, this is like A, B, and it's like a wave C over here, practically speaking. So what does it mean is, from there, likely I'm expecting it to do. So it's like a 1-2-1-2 formation, very clean 1-2. So I'm expecting a little bit more downside, sweep of the lows, go to the support level that we have, and then from there also are likely going to see an upside. So we just have to have a little bit patience with the alts. The bear case scenario is very, very dangerous. You might not even look to the bear case scenario. It's just going to destroy you. I mean, all your hopes actually. If I just go with the bear case scenario, if I just probably show you the bear case scenario, the bear case scenario is the deadly bear flag. It's like a very clean A, B, C, or maybe WXY, 1, 2, and this is the bear case scenario. This is just going to kill the whole alt market. This is the bear case, worst case scenario for everything. But I'm not going to show you guys because I'm not that crazy. I even don't want this sort of things to play out, honestly speaking. Why? Because if this plays out, 90% of the retailers that we have here in the market, they're just going to vanish. It's just going to lose hope. A lot of people have invested heavily into oils in a hope that it's going to pump up. It's going to go crazy like Bitcoin. We're going to get that alt season, what everybody expects. And if you don't, then you know what's going to happen then. Probably it's just going to crush everyone's dream. And that's why I'm not investing heavily into alts. We just go step by step. So one after another. If one alt pumps, we make money, we put into another. That's how I would like to follow. I don't want to give up my profits that I made on Bitcoin and a lot of other trades actually. Looking at the total 2 also one more push. I mean, just missed slightly, honestly speaking, but that 5 waves were nice. But I think for now we have a triple top, or you can say a sweep of the highs. We got a sweep of the highs over here, and I am expecting it to retest the equilibrium, which is around 1.04 trillion. It's like a support being retest. So we hold here, we can look for a push up like this. Now, what sort of a wave count would that be? That can be a very interesting, I would say, 5 waves. How? This is how. Now, it's not like a bear flag, guys. It can be a bear flag, but this is like a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's how, the 5 waves gets over, and maybe we look for something like this. Boop. Or maybe we can just break out, flip this whole channel, and then we can look for a run up like this. We will see, but for now I think we need to go for 1.04 trillion. So I'm just waiting for another $250 billion dump, $2.5 billion dump across the board. So from 1.065 trillion we want to go to 1.04 trillion, where we can probably look for long opportunities. So I think, ladies and gentlemen, overall Ethereum is looking great, very, very nice. I think it looks amazing. Just have to wait for a little bit more for Bitcoin to reach its levels. 66,348 to 65,300 is where I'm expecting a nice bounce on Bitcoin, and maybe even the bottom formation over here as well. After that, we can look for opportunities. That's why I was very much less active. I mean, it's like the market is not looking. I mean, people sometimes ask me, why are you not shorting it? They message me, why are you not shorting it? Why? There are 2 reasons why I'm not shorting it. 2 reasons. I just wanted to explain you my psychology, why I don't like to short. So why? If you look at the what is this? BLX, Bitcoin Liquidity Index. We go to the daily time frame. Why I don't like to short is simply because you know, we are still above the previous all-time highs. So practically your previous all-time highs in 2021 was 69,000, 69,000 approx on the BLX, and we haven't seen a weekly acceptance under this so far, even though the price is 66,850. But of course, I mean, you don't want to short $70,000 till you don't know whether the price have lost these levels. We haven't lost these levels of 69,100 yet, so don't make sense for me to short it. Yes, if we close weekly this week, if you're closing it in the 69,100, it is going to be the good short in my view then. But let's see how the weekly closes. That's the first reason. Secondly, the trend. If you look at here, the bigger scale, the bigger picture, the trend is up. This is like an uptrend. Even though you feel like this is a small accumulation, a very mini range, the way we had it here, a very nice, interesting range is forming as well over here, and maybe one more push on an upside. Possibility is always there. And hence, I don't like to short in an uptrend. That is a very simple thing a trader would do. Now, for scalping purpose, a lot of people might short it. It all depends on the trading style, guys. I might even give you that short as well, but it's going to be a little bit risky, and I'm just going to try to give you the short with the very logical levels. Yes, I will see, how the USD dominance reacts, but for now, I think it's a no short zone for me. For waves, I'm going to hold it, my friend. As I mentioned, we are very much underwater. As I mentioned, I am underwater by almost 2.5 hour, and my target for waves is like, to me, I think it's just swap the lows. It's just swap the lows, like making a new lows over here, taking all the liquidity and inside this. So practically speaking, even if you take the liquidity inside, I'm damn sure we had a very interesting fair value gap over here. So that gap is going to get filled at some point of time, because I have seen ample of times like YF2, ICP, they have did the same thing, OMG as well. And when they do recover RSR, even shitcoin like RSR, yeah, I might just probably go for like an accumulation like this, and then it can run up like this for a retest. But that retest is going to come probably next few months for like 3.5 to 3.6, and that's where I'm going to sell my spot backs. For a very small loss, but this don't make sense. I don't like to short or sell my spot bags at the range lows. If you really wanted to sell your bag, yeah, this was the levels. Once it lost 3.5, you should have sold, but we did not sold it because I was expecting still one more push up like this. Honestly speaking, this is what I was expecting. I was wrong about it, but that's how I just want to hold waves at this point. But the bump is going to happen. It's just going to take a little bit more time. 3.5 to 3.6 retest is definitely going to come probably next few days. Intro, I think I'm very much I invested in intro and I did not sold anything. The project was supposed to deliver a good thing, and a lot of fraud happened at the beginning of the project. More than 500 influencers were hired for this, and now everybody have lost big on this intro at this point. Everybody's so underwater. Nobody's speaking about it, honestly speaking. So I won't recommend or give you any financial advice on intro at this point. I don't know what are things that are happening inside it, but if you have like intro USDT is there on the Polynomics, I still think that it just need a little bit more time. I want to see how the project is going on, and the volume is very much low at this point, or it's dead almost. So no comments on intro, honestly speaking. So I just don't want you guys to buy intro at this point. Yeah, waves is dead at this point. It looks dead to me, honestly speaking, but as I've invested in it and I take full responsibility of that, I do think if you look at from the perspective of ICP was once the coin as well, was like a dead coin in a weekly time frame. If you look at here, similar sort of thing happened with the ICP as well. It's like a dead coin, very, very dead coin. This is how ICP was. So just give us that one more move on the downside, give us that pump. This is the pump that I needed. Once this pump happens, we sell out, even if it go down, I would be more happy. So this is what I want for waves. Look at YF2. It got delisted from many exchanges, honestly, and YF2 DeFi money, and it's still made a good amount of pump. Actually, no, it didn't even make new all-time highs actually on many exchanges. But look at this thing. In the bear market, it got delisted from many exchanges, and many exchanges just went to from here like 1,166, and from there it just went 7,800. Now even if it swept the lows, even if it swept the lows, yes, it's gonna get a nice pump over here. This is the pump I'm expecting. This is the move that I'm looking for, yes, on waves actually, and I'm very confident. And the move, when happens, is going to be very quick actually. That's what it's going to be quick. I was already having waves spot bags on Bybit, because Bybit is not delisting anything. It's just Binance is delisting because of its volume. There's a low volume on Binance. That's the main reason I'm seeing so far. And they try to give new projects more priority, because for some other reasons I don't know. But this is what I have for the waves. I mean, I would not expect now I'm probably going to $100 or something, but just go slightly underwater like this, and that's going to be pumped like this. It's going to take liquidity to $3 maybe, and once that happens to $3, I think I'm going to build probably 1x coin margin longs on waves on Bybit, and I'm just going to forget about it. Just like this, it can do something like this. So that is the pump that I want. $3 to maybe 3.5, even close to, because our stop loss was 3.36 original stop loss. So even if it goes close to 3.6, I'm happy to take that loss, so that right now I'm under 2.5 hour, and I might not lose the complete 2.5 hour. I might just probably lose 1.1 to 1.05 hour actually. But yeah, that's what I'm expecting for waves actually. Every dead coin has its day actually, remember, because dead coin, if you talk about it, RSI is one of the biggest dead coin that people were not talking about, and it just played very nicely. The plan, it took a lot of time. A lot of people were literally lost the hope, and I made a good amount of money simply by holding RSR for like few months. I would say more than 8 months I held this coin and simply made good money out of it. So I think it's a very same coin that we have. This was the lows. Clearly, when we go here, definitely we're going to see some bounce here and there, and maybe we can short it. Another accumulation happens, and once it flips, you see a very interesting move on an upside like this. So a very same, even if it's like a shit coin, yes, they pump actually. RSI is also, I'm expecting a move on slightly a downside like this, and then probably I am expecting something like this. A lot of coin looks bad on the hard time frame. A lot of coins, and a lot of coins looks good, so we just want to focus on good. So you just go to our website 21 Technicals, go to the trend indicator that we have made newly, trend catcher, and let's just check it out here. What does the trend catcher tells us? Which coins are trending right now? Look at here. So first we go to the subcategory. I just want to see how the memes look like, my friends. So we go to here, where are the meme coins? Okay, so all the meme coins on 15 minutes time frame, everything is on the Monday low. There is no bullishness, either their current trend is downside or sideways, and everything looks to me like strong down. There is 15 minutes is not looking that good on the meme coins. In fact, the 1 hour is damn bearish. 4 hour is looking how? Is looking down. Not looking good. Daily, let's see what daily looks like. Daily is, for many coin, is still looking bullish. So these are the coin that looks good on the daily. For example, VIF, Floki, Bonk, and PEP. All these 4 coin looks good on the daily. And if you look at from the support perspective, the current price for the VIF here is at 2.69 on the live price from the hard time frame, And if you look at the support, we have a support of EM 100 on the daily around 2.519. So that is a good support. This is where the bid, we should be bidding WIF on the daily time frame. Floki, even though it is a 24695, as I mentioned, a few hours back or maybe a few minutes back, Floki, I would like to see it being retesting a very interesting levels of EMA 50 on the daily time frame of 23 cents. If you remember a few minutes back, we checked Floki. I think where is the chart for Floki, my friends? Floki on the Binance. Yep, look at the chart. I mean, I did not have that levels over here drawn, but look at the 0.61 at 23599 and 23003. Look at here and look at what it is saying, 23009. It's a good support, very good support, very good support. So I think this is Floki is looking great. This is the good support to bid. Bonk, overall the daily is good. It's a strong up. Currently it's at 28 cents. It is literally above, I would say, Monday lows, which is good. It's still I would say under Monday highs, but above Monday mid. So probably the bonk is looking very much nice on from the support and resistance perspective. We have a good daily support around 28,640 EMA 50. So practically 28 cents is looking great, and even you have a good support at 25587 of EMA 100. So probably if you look at bonk, I just want to see bonk on 4 hours. How does it looks like? 4 hour for the bonk looks like down, and only 15 minutes. Yeah, bonk and WIF is the only alt that are holding the Monday lows. They are above Monday lows, which makes it very interesting. Even Pepe is the alt. These are the 3 coins in the meme coins where they are above Monday lows, and that's why bonk is in sideways at this moment. So once it break out, probable trend is sideways. For now we expect a sideways on 15 minutes, and on 1 hour, what does it say? 1 hour we have a strong down because everything is red. All the colors are red at this point. So let's just check bonk as well, what bonk looks like. Bonk is having a strong resistance, actually very strong resistance on the 4 hours time frame, and it's a very simple thing. So practically, even if let's say bonk do pump till we don't flip this 2.9, we can look for a support of 2.4. As you know, H1 might look bearish, H4 might look bearish, but daily is looking bullish, and the levels we need to bid bonk is here, in my view, would be somewhere around let it flip to 288. Once it flips 28806 28806 over here, so I just wanted to take the Monday highs practically. Yeah, that makes sense. So I'm expecting a push up on bonk towards 2945 on the lower term time frame, which for many can be a good scalp, can be 4 to 5% scalp, very nice. And after that, I dump on the bonk towards Monday lows. So that's why daily is strong up for now. I would like to bid bonk around EMA 100 around 25587 if given, or this can be a very good support as well at 28641. So memes are looking okay. I mean, they are not looking that bad on the daily, but lower time frame they are looking majority are that down or sideways. Which coin is having a positive watch? Let's see on the 15 minutes. Nothing. Any coins that are on ups, having an up? Nothing. Strong up. Only Indian indices Nifty is bullish, and it's in strong up at this moment on 15 minutes. Rest all it's either down or negative watch. Let's see this on 1 hour as well. I want to see which coin looks positive on 1 hour. Nothing. Which coins are up, having an probable uptrend. USD JPY on the Oanda can be, it was in an uptrend. Currently it is at 157.065. Your Monday highs, the price is under Monday highs, but the price is above Monday lows and above Monday mid. It is also above EMA 100 on the 1 hour, and it is also above EMA 200. It is also above EMA 50. It's just not above EMA 20, but that's fine. Overall, it can just have a good small pump. You can probably make 10 to 15 pips out of it. Strong up is US 100 is strong up, as we saw. Nifty bullish, as we saw. INJ, look at here. INJ is also very, very strong. I mean, this is the only coin on a 1 hour time frame. The whole crypto market looks strong at this point. I mean, this looks amazing. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Which coin looks strong? MicroStrategy is strong. It's bullish. US 100, Nifty, USD JPY, STX, 2 crypto coins that we have. STX, it's an L2. INJ, it's an L1. So these 2 coins are looking good for now. STX is still, it's at Monday lows right now. As you can see, it is at Monday lows. It has not lost the Monday lows. So till we are above these levels, this can be bullish. I mean, things are looking good for now. Once, I think this is a support. So STX is a strong support. INJ is also going to be, at the Monday mid support and the Monday low support over here. So practically INJ is also looking good on the 4 hours. We don't have anything on the positive watch, because positive watch are something. Okay, we have a lot of, no, we don't have it. Positive watch is something normally, you want any coins that have a positive watch, you don't want to miss it. We don't have anything. Even in uptrend, any coins that we have up, you should not miss it. Those coins are likely, very, very likely going to continue on the upside. But we don't have any coins yet. So that's all what the screener is about, guys. And for now, only the coin of interest is STX and INJ. Let's see what these 2 coins give us. Bonk, as I mentioned, I'm expecting 4 to 5% move on in upside for Bonk around 2945. Looks great, my friend, looks great. INJ plan, please update on INJ plan as it flipped 27.7. I think I mentioned about INJ. I'm expecting INJ to go one more move on the downside, probably around 26.5. From there, reclaim the 29.3 and then run up towards $33. So that's my plan for INJ. I'm bullish on INJ at this point. It's still above 27.7. Amazing. It's looking good. It has flipped daily. It's looking good. The support is there. We just don't want to lose daily under 27.7. It's looking great. So I'm bullish on INJ. Even the screener is bullish. Bonk, we checked Bonk is bullish. LTF is bullish. I'm expecting 4 to 5% movement upside. Popcat. I don't know what this Popcat is, but I've never charted it, but let's chart it. Bonk, yeah, 4 to 5% move is expected. Popcat. Oh, Popcat is there on Bybit. Interesting. So Popcat, this is not looking great, unfortunately. Very, very clean chart. Very clean chart. Just look at the fibs and you will know about it. Very clean chart. Let's draw the fibs. This is going to be my primary target, and this is going to be my secondary target here. So we have reached the secondary target. Now the aim is to go for the primary target. So I'm expecting a downside on the Bobcat, or maybe on the lower term time frame we can see something like this, because we have naked POCs on upside and something like this. But eventually we are going here for the Bobcat. So that's where it's going. So I don't think it's bullish anyways. And other meme coins, yeah, I think I saw Floki is looking great. Bonk VIF is also looking good as I checked it. And I think Pepe is also looking interesting, but yeah, I think this can be a very interesting ABC for a VIF. You know, this is going to be like A, B, C. So practically this is like 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and dump like this. I want it to go here 2.33 and maybe even sweep the lows and go to 2.26 because we have a naked POC. So I want it to test the naked POC on the daily, and once we test that naked POC on the daily, as you can see here, we have a naked POC. And after that, I would like to look for a long opportunity on VIF towards 3.4 and further down. So, yep. But for now, I think I would like to see something like this. Maybe a push up to 2.96 to 2.9 might happen because of the wave 4. You know, so that is also a possibility. One more push on an upside for VIF, which is going to give you from current market price a push up for 9 to 10%. Which is really good if you play the scalp on 2 hours and 1 hour. The risk reward is really amazing. It's a very interesting coin actually, but I would not, overall I am expecting it to move the downside, so I would not be interesting for that 9% at this point. But what you can do is, I will be interesting for the 9% when we just retest the naked POC that we have around 2.61, from there run up like this, because we have a very interesting, very interesting, I would say, PO3 over here actually. I mean, I don't know how many of you guys watched this PO3 or how many of you guys have, you know. So this looks insane actually. I mean, yeah, I mean, this can give you a very nice 9 to 10% move on an upside. This coin VIF, you know, VIF, even the screener suggests that VIF is, even though on 4 hour it looks bad, but the daily is still looking great. So this is the possibility. The invalidation would be is clearly 2.57. That is going to be invalidation, and I would like to see this very nice. And after that, further down like this, I would like to see it for VIF. So that's all for today's stream, ladies and gentlemen, and let's wait for the Bitcoin to hit our box. Once it hits, we're going to, you know, or I'm going to give you trades actually. Okay, till then, just have patience, have a nice day, and don't get disappointed with this market, guys. Market is going to be here. There are going to be days when the market is going to have an uptrend. There are going to be days when the market is going to literally enter into shop mode, and there are going to be days the market is going to literally go for the dump, so the downtrend. I mean, these are the trends. Normally it's very easy to play the uptrend, very easy to play the downtrend, but it's very difficult to play the choppiness. And that's where you need to save our capital. We have to preserve our capital for such days. We have to be very cautious on what we are bidding. Even if the alt looks great, I'm just going to pass it on. No, I want to put my money. I don't want to invest any money at this point. So that's how, you know, the time is going to come. Whatever you feel that you might not make money, this, you know, choppiness, you feel that every pump is just getting dumped. Yeah, this might happen. That's normal in this, you know, bull run. That's normal. Every bull run we have seen it. But those who survive this choppiness always going to come out as a big winner, guys, because you have the capital, you have preserved your capital, you have trusted that the market is going to be here, and you are here actually. And that's why next uptrend, even if you did not make 20R this month, you're going to make more than 40R next month. Why? Because that month is going to be the trending month. Now the trend can be up or down. If it is down, we're going to short it for sure. If it is up, we're going to long it for sure. But for now, it's choppiness. It's a sideways correction actually. This is like a range that it's forming. You see, we're already having a bigger range, and inside the bigger range, we are now having a smaller range actually. So I think the green box is my favorite box for now. Till then, I'm not looking for any longs on anything. So we're just going to hold our Ethereum spots for our challenge, and I'm just going to I'll just recharge the whole Ethereum on the lower term time from the wave counts, and once it gives us the best opportunity, maybe somewhere around 3475 or so, for like a bullish wolf waves, fake down, fake breakdown, that would be our nice longing opportunity. We're going to build the coin margin contracts. So that's all, and have a nice day. Take care, guys.